Hello, year one. Welcome to your first science lesson. Today, we're going to be thinking about weather patterns, and we're going to be looking at the difference between seasonal and daily weather. Okay. Now, do you know what season we are in? Pause the video here and have a chat with the person in the room to see if you can find out. Welcome back. Did you find out what season we're in? That's right. At the moment, we are in the season of winter. Now, can you think of any words to describe the season of winter? Pause the video here and have a chat again with the person in the room. Brilliant. What words did you come up with? It's definitely very cold and actually freezing at the moment. We might even have some snow too. Okay, I'm going to show you some other seasons now, okay? And we're going to discuss those. So here we've got some words that describe the different seasons. So if we start at the beginning, we've got spring, we've got summer, we've got autumn, we've got winter. Could you repeat those with me? Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Now, I've got some words to describe each of these seasons. So for spring, we've got cloudy, windy, cool. Spring follows after winter, so it's not quite yet really sunny and hot. So sometimes it can be quite cloudy and it can be windy, and it's not very warm, it's quite cool. Now after spring comes summer, and in the summer it's very hot, and sometimes you can get a nice cool breeze, and it's often sunny. And after summer, the next season is autumn. Now in autumn, the sun starts to become less, it becomes cooler and colder, and that word there, overcast. Overcast means there's a lot of clouds in the sky. And as autumn approaches, it starts to rain a lot more. It's not warm and dry like it was in the summer. Then following autumn comes winter. And winter is the season that we're in right now. We are in winter now. And in winter, it is very freezing, dark, and snowy. Is it snowy where you are today? Oh, brilliant. Now, I've got a little question though. Is it always sunny in summer? And is it always snowy in winter? Pause the video here and have a chat with the person in your room. What did you think? Is it always sunny in summer? It isn't, is it? Sometimes it can be rainy in the summer, and sometimes it can even feel a little bit chilly. And it doesn't always snow in the winter. Sometimes it can be sunny in the winter. It's not very warm, but the sun can shine and we can have bright blue skies. Okay, now we have some different types of weather more often during each season. So in spring, it's often very breezy, cool and cloudy, but that doesn't mean that the weather is exactly the same every single day. The daily weather is very different to the seasonal weather. So the seasonal weather tells us what type of weather we're going to expect during that period. But the daily weather can change each day. For example, the other day it was sunny and today it's snowy. Each day can be very different. Now, what I'd like us to do is I've got a couple of these statements and I'm going to read them to you, and I want you to pause the video and have a think which one describes which season. Okay. It is often bright with some clouds. There is rarely any heavy rain or strong wind. It's often windy and wet. There is often frost on the ground in the morning. I want you to pause the video here and have a guess which season each statement is talking about. Do that now. Did you have a think? Let's see if you are correct. So we had, it is often bright with some clouds. There is rarely any heavy rain or strong wind. It's often wet and windy. And there's often frost on the ground in the morning. Okay, let's see if you are correct. That's right. The first one was describing spring. The second was describing summer. The third was describing autumn. And the fourth was describing winter. Brilliant. Okay, now I have got some statements and we're going to decide what we think. Okay, we have daily weather changes during each season, but we're much more likely to have some types of weathers than others. So like mist in the morning doesn't happen very often in the summer because it's quite warm and dry in the air. But in the autumn time, it's starting to get cooler and damper in the air. And that makes mist form. Just like we wouldn't get snow in the middle of the summer. It's too warm to snow then. Now, I've got some statements here and I have put one of my marks onto here. So we're marking on the line how often we have frost during the winter. Do we never have it or do we have it all the time? Well, we often have it, don't we? We don't have it all the time, but we often have it. It doesn't happen every day. It's not frosty when we go out every day. Now, in the summer, do we have overcast skies? Now, remember, overcast meant cloudy. Do we have overcast skies never or all the time? Well, we don't have it never because sometimes it does still rain. So we have it sometimes, don't we? Now, in the spring, do we have gales and strong wind? Well, we do have gales and strong winds, but not always in the springtime. We can have gales in autumn as well. Gales are very, very high winds. Now, in the autumn, do we have fog and mist? Well, sometimes we do, don't we? Because the air is getting cooler and damper, but we don't always have it and we never not have it. Now, in the summer, do we have sleet? Now, sleet is a mixture of rain and snow together, and that creates sleet. We never have sleet in the summer. It's far too warm for that. Now, how could we keep a record of all the daily changes in the weather over the next few weeks? I know. We're going to do a weather diary. Now, your worksheet that's attached today is your weather diary. And what I want you to do is over the next week, fill out your weather diary. I want you to record what day it is. I want you to record what type of weather it is. And I want you to record what season we're in. Can you remember what season we're in at the moment? That's right, we're in winter. And I would really like it if you drew me a picture of the weather. You could also create a special symbol to represent that type of weather each day. You could write that in the corner of your diary and then you could draw me a beautiful picture. I'm really looking forward to seeing your diaries over the next week. Have fun looking at the weather each day and remember, if it's snowy, put your hat, your scarf and your gloves on before you go out because it's going to be very chilly. Have a wonderful week, Year 1, finding out about all the weather. Enjoy! Bye!